Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm David. Let's talk about Big Brother Canada 10, episodes 25 and 26. We are just a week away from that finale, getting close.
We're down to the final four. I can't believe it this
know.
season.
I know.
Really been enjoyable. You guys, but first, before we dive into it, if you're new to this channel, please click subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.
And if you want to support us on Patreon, you can at patreon.com/nerdtainment. And
we have new patron exclusive content coming your way.
Yeah.
It
is a season of Survivor, right? We're revealing it, right?
Yes, we are. Let's reveal it. We are going to watch a previous season of Survivor. We like to do previous seasons here and there. Yes. So Cagayan, you guys.
Cagayan.
One of the greatest.
Yes.
Join us over on Patreon if you are a Survivor fan or if you've never seen that season.
Yes.
It's going to be really, really good.
It is. Okay. Yes. All right. So we're going to recap last night's episode and tonight's as we do. And last night started with Betty's mad at Josh.
Petty Betty.
Yeah.
Still mad at Josh.
Because this is like it's a lot of aftermath, right? Or not aftermath, but like recapping what happened during the triple eviction, right?
Well, that was Mondays.
Oh gosh, I'm going back too far.
It's been a week.
Betty is now HOH.
Yes. Right?
And she's mad at Josh still from putting her on the block during the triple eviction. And she's basically like, he needs to talk to me. He has some explaining to do, right? And she doesn't want to be the one to like broach it with him. So it's these scenes of her like walking into the bathroom and walking up right next to him and not making eye contact and reaching across and getting like a toothbrush or whatever and walking out without saying anything. It's very petty.
She's really brilliant at being mad at people.
Yeah.
God, remember when she was mad at Kevin in the early days and she was like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
And now they're besties, but not anymore.
Yeah.
It's been a journey with Betty. But also Helena's like, I haven't hit the block.
Oh, she's like, I'm a genius.
She's like, I'm so
good at this game. Yes.
Look at me manipulating. Yep. I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Look at you.
And she's up there in the HOH with Betty and they're chatting. And Betty's like, I'm actually glad that Josh put me on the block because it allows me to not play with my heart. I can play with my head finally. And Helena's like, And Betty's like, we need to get people out who can win comps, which I think she's talking to someone who can win comps in Helena, but she's really talking about Josh and JC Lynn when she's talking to Helena. Because, I mean, Helena hadn't won her second veto yet. That is coming up. But Helena's not too shabby.
I don't know where you are on this conversation. Oh, yeah. Okay. I just didn't write my notes like that.
Oh.
I was like, where is Helena and Betty talking? But I wrote, okay, yes. So the ghost took credit for like, we've been working on Betty this whole time.
Yeah.
And then that's when Helena went up there. Okay. Yeah. I'm catching up with David.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Turns out Helena is a jalak.
A jalak.
Yeah, that's a term she taught us.
Okay.
And it has to do with being great at manipulating, I believe.
Oh, is that like a cultural thing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I wrote that down.
Okay.
Okay.
She's a jalak. Cool. Then it's Josh and Betty, right?
Yes, Josh and Betty now. He's going to apologize. He feels real bad about that.
He does, yeah.
He is explaining himself that he protected Kevin and Helena, but knew that Betty would be safe.
That's right. He's like, listen, I kind of owed Kevin and Helena something because Helena had like saved me with the veto or protect me with the veto, you know, like whatever. He kind of plays it off like they both did me a solid. And so I was just doing them a solid back. And like, Betty, I know, like maybe I should have told you in advance, but I knew that if you went up, I could guarantee that Marty and Summer were going to go home. So that's what I was doing, really. Like, it really was nothing against you, you know?
Right.
And Betty's like, well, I have been blindly loyal to you. And we've actually never said officially that we're like working together. And maybe we should have done that. And now I'm upset that it took you so long to talk to me. I hate when people say stuff like that. Like, why didn't you talk to me sooner? It's like, shut up. That's just not productive. Like, we're talking now. So let's just move on. You know?
I mean, he genuinely trying to give her space. And she's like, you should have talked to me sooner. If he had talked to her sooner, she'd have been like, I'm not ready to talk to you yet.
Exactly.
Who knows? But ultimately, she's like, look, clearly, I'm going to put you up. You
I'm
put me
putting
up.
Yeah.
It like, tit for tat. Here we are. You put me up. I'm going to put you up. Let's not argue about it. And he's like, can we repair? And she's like, I'm not sure that we can.
She's not sure, but they will. They will. Again, it's a journey.
It's a journey.
There's a lot of ups and downs with these relationships. Then we go to Betty and JC Lynn, right?
Yes.
And JC Lynn knows that Kevin and Helena are a final two. This is like, she's, trying to say things to Betty to kind of like win her over, right?
Sure. I mean, this is JC Lynn's moment. She's been blindsided by Kevin and Helena.
Yeah.
Betty's been blindsided by Josh. This is when you walk in and you go, girl.
Yeah.
Us against the house.
Oh my God.
Let's
go. It's you and me. Yeah.
But Betty has been groomed by Helena already. We didn't mention that Helena was like, look, JC Lynn won that secret power of veto. They were never gonna take out Marty. Like they're already doing the work. So by the time JC Lynn comes in, Betty's just like, so do you have the secret power of veto?
Yeah. And JC Lynn's like,
oh. I was just like, oh my God. I'm
yes.
just like got a little flustered. I just didn't know you'd know.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's like, the answer is yes. I was not planning. I did not plan on you knowing that.
I didn't know that. Okay, but
yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that just like that doesn't work.
Yeah. It's just like, come on, Betty. Like don't frame it as if like you should have told me, because like you two have never talked game, right? Like the two of you have never been close. So.
I mean, they've never been close, but like, again, this circles back to Kevin and Helena. Like they did the work.
Mm-hmm.
They did the work ahead of time.
They set you up.
JC Lynn did not do the work ahead of time, right? Yeah. She's going to try to do the work now, but they're a step ahead of you. And so, I do think that JC Lynn saying things about Kevin and Helena being shady, they're obviously a final two. Like these things we're going to see do sink into Betty's head over time.
Yes.
But, Betty's not going to jump aboard the JC Lynn train at this point.
No, she's not. So when we get to the nomination ceremony, it is Josh and JC Lynn who go on the block, which we largely expected. And Josh is like, I like that Betty is playing the game. Like, this is great. Yeah. Like, he's seeing some kind of silver lining here, I guess. And JC Lynn is mostly like, this is annoying that Kevin and Helena are just skating through. And I'm like, they are very much skating through. You are correct.
They really are. And I would be also annoyed if I were you, JC Lynn. Yeah. Like, it would be like, Betty, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. But Betty doesn't see it yet. Yeah. I bet Josh like walked into the diary room and was like, I will not say any negative thing about Betty.
Yeah.
I want her to watch this back and think that I'm a nice person.
That's right.
Like, I feel like that's where Josh was. He's like, I've done enough.
Yeah.
I will not say anything else.
Well, they're like, give us the alternate version. He's like, no. There's
like,
one version of the story, and it's that I love that Betty's playing this game.
She's playing the
I'm
game.
happy I'm on the block.
Love it.
Yeah. So Kevin and Helena are celebrating, right? They're like, we are so good at this. And like, we're going to final two, right? Like, this is going to happen.
Right.
They're feeling good about their game.
Kevin goes to Betty and he's just like kissing that arse. He is like, you are amazing. Look at you. Look, you were on the block so much. And look at what you now.
Yeah.
Putting up
look how far you've come. Yeah.
And she's like, no. Like, I mean.
I know. Again, doing the work.
Genius. He's so good. He knows she's emotional.
Yeah.
So here he goes.
Yep. Then it is Betty and Josh, right?
Yes.
And they are best friends. So they
really
can't stay mad at each other for long.
They are going to hug it out. They're going to reunite. And this is the beginning of Josh and Betty being back together. But she also has information. She's been sleeping on some things, thinking about it, and she is slowly figuring out Kevin.
Yeah.
And now Josh is going to get on board.
Yeah. So she tells Josh, she's like, listen, Kevin is ready to cut you because Kevin said so in the Wendy's meal, right?
Yep.
And she's like, he's protecting Helena. He wants you out. And Josh is like, I love this line. I thought Marty was the villain. And it's great because all season long, we've watched Kevin say, I am the villain. I'm the villain. I'm the villain. And like now for Josh to be like, wait a minute, Kevin's the villain. Yeah. It's like, yeah.
Here's the thing, big picture, right. Josh already knows this about Kevin. Josh knows that Kevin is a sneaky, shady little manipulative person. Mm-hmm. But like everyone else in the house, Josh thought, except for me.
Right, exactly.
Right? Kevin loves me. We're together. Mm-hmm. We're working. And I will protect him all the time. Mm-hmm. But now he's like, oh, wait, what? Kevin's talking about me?
To Betty?
Oh.
Not good.
Okay. So now he's like, seeing things differently.
He is, yeah. So this is just more of like Josh and Betty kind of reuniting. And Josh and Betty reuniting is not great. That's not a best case scenario for Kevin and Helena's game. But we're watching it happen.
It's not. Yeah. Let's play this veto.
Let's do it.
God, I love a blindfolded challenge.
Oh.
God, I love it.
God, it is so good. And like.
So good.
Betty performed exactly how you want her to perform in a blindfolded veto.
Keep it together. Betty is off camera. Yeah. She is out the door.
Because she's in another room. Somehow she made it out the door.
Producers had to shut down and be like, Betty, you have got to go back in to where the comp is.
They're like, Betty.
Oh my God.
How did you do this?
This was so
How did you?
Good. All right, there's little vids they're going to watch ahead of time. Each person has a dream vacay, blindfolded, looking, feeling around for the type of room it is.
Right.
And then putting people's names to it. So they have to go in, touch, go back, feel a sign, go back. Yeah. Oh my God, it was genius.
It's like, oh, it's sand, it's a beach. Josh or whoever said they wanted a beach vac. Oh, this is a jungle. This is snow, right? And then they have to like feel the letters of the name on each of the signs. It's JC Lynn who goes first, right? And JC Lynn, for being on the block, has no hustle. She is inching. I get that you're blindfolded, but you know what? Bump into things. Get a bruise on the knee. Like move quickly and with but she is just like.
She was very like, okay, I'm going through blindfolded. Yeah, for sure.
I would run into the wall if I was on the block at Final Five trying to win a veto for safety.
I don't know. She's blindfolded. But yes, you're right. You do want to have a bit of a hustle. I mean, it seems like she's doing well. She can't find that last piece of the puzzle. Yeah. She has to go back for that. So
it's the height thing.
Seriously, it was.
Josh found that puzzle piece very easily compared to like a Helena and a JC Lynn.
Yes.
So she's inching along and taking her time figuring out, whose vacation is whose. But then it is that final puzzle piece on the top of that building that she's missing. And so, it's just kind of like, did that do her in?
Josh goes next. And the way he knocked everything over.
Oh my God.
He's like, everything's on the floor. At some point, I was like, is he even going to find all the name tags? Oh my God.
It also was like very obvious that I know they always do like diary room sessions in like pieces, they have multiple sessions in the same outfit and all that stuff, but it is very obvious that he has two separate ones because in one he's dripping in sweat from moving so quickly, but like this is the hustle I want, right? Like he's tearing the rooms apart blindfolded and then he's sweating in the DR and then like in other DR sessions he's like, a little more put together. But he had the hustle that I want to see in this veto competition.
No, I loved Kevin's strategy, right? He does 3. So he knows the next 2. Great. If it's wrong, I just flip them. And I was like, this is great. He's not running back. But he doesn't have the first 3.
He has the wrong kind of hustle where it's too fast. And he just keeps missing the like vacation segment of this before he can even get to the puzzle. And then good old Betty.
Well,
absolutely clueless.
Everything I wanted out of Betty. That was amazing. Luckily, she didn't need to win this.
Yeah.
So, because you are just not, again,
she was like behind the signs. like underneath the vacations. Like, again, it's like, what? You're walking.
I love that Betty has a good, like, she laughs things off.
Yeah.
Which is great because I would have been so mad at myself. I
Yeah.
would have been like, where am I?
Truly, like
hitting
Betty's
walls.
performance is just completely unpredictable. Like, remember the competition where she hung with Marty for so long and got second place? I was like, who saw that coming?
Yeah.
Then she wins this HOH. Never thought we'd see her win a comp.
No, honestly.
And then completely blows this veto. Like, it's, I don't know what her skills are, but they are incredibly specific.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then Helena comes in and she moves so fast. She literally like touches and she's like, dirt, got it. Snow, got it.
This is what I'm saying.
Whoa.
This is what I wanted to see from JC Lynn, where she's just like going like that against the names and like grabbing the floor and like moving quickly through this space. Like, I get it, JC Lynn, you're blindfolded and you're nervous and you don't want to run into anything. But Helena proved that it can be done without like seriously injuring yourself. But then she actually struggles with the same puzzle piece that JC Lynn did. So it's sort of going into this results. You're sort of like, oh, who pulled it off here? But my goodness, Helena won comfortably.
They start us with the 5th place, which is 47 like minutes and 59 seconds.
Yeah.
Like almost an hour. Yeah. Betty, she's like, that's going to be me.
Yeah.
But then Kevin's not far behind her with 33.
49, yeah.
And then Helena wins with 10
minutes. She could have done it 5 times by the time Betty,
10 minutes in, Betty was outside.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So funny.
Josh got 16 minutes. JC Lynn got 24.
Right.
But wow, that was an impressive win.
Very impressive.
And Josh is going to fake celebrate.
Oh, yeah. He's like, crash test dummies.
We did it.
Oh, my God. Kevin and Helena. We're together.
Stopped JC Lynn from winning. Yes.
Yeah.
Which is, what you have to do, Josh.
Right.
Absolutely.
So then Helena gets called to the diary room. She's won an additional prize in addition to the power of veto, which is, she goes into that secret room, which is the same room, right, that JC Lynn went in to get her secret POV, I believe.
Yeah, the Expedia room.
Mm-hmm. So Helena heads in there, and she gets to talk to the winner of BB Canada 5,
Kevin Martin.
Kevin Martin
is a favorite. I hear people talk about him all the time.
Yeah.
People seem to love Kevin Martin. And honestly, anybody that you can actually talk to, like, she gets to, it's not just a video message. The fact that she gets to talk.
I know.
Like
it's just like a Zoom
strategy.
Yeah.
With a previous winner. That's insane.
I also love that he had like his whiteboard and he's like, step 1, remain calm. Step 2, strategy, or whatever it is, like his like 3-point plan.
He was ready.
Yeah.
He was like, we only have 5 minutes. I have a whiteboard. Let's go. That was really, really amazing. And she, they didn't show this in the episode, but she only told Kevin like that it was a bit like she didn't explain that she got to do a talk.
Good.
Talk back and forth.
Good for her.
Mm-hmm.
But she she was like, personal stuff, game stuff. And he's like, do not let the personal relationships play into this. You can figure that out on the outside.
Out the window.
You're trying to win the game.
Right.
And you could do this. And I believe it. Like, I think she's got a chance.
Until I saw that goodbye message.
I know. Whoa, so disappointing. But
not good for her game.
He should have made a point to bring up those goodbye messages because that's part of the jury management of this. But then we get JC Lynn with Helena, and JC Lynn is like making her pitch. What did she say to Helena? Because Helena, whatever it was, Helena was like, I got a lot to think about.
Look, here's what she said. She was like, if you used it and took me down and we still vote out Josh, it just shows that you're in power. And then the two of us will just do this together. And I feel like great hustle, JC Lynn. Way to try something.
Yeah.
But saying take me down and we're still going to vote Josh out was not a full pitch. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
This is the Erica Janelle moment, right?
Yeah.
This is, you have played with Kevin this whole time. You cannot differentiate your game. Whatever.
He's not going to take you,
Kevin's
right?
Kevin's with Josh, like whatever. Yeah. You've got to come up with 1,000 things to say, use it on me and we'll get Kevin out.
Yeah.
That's a harder pitch to sell, but it's a bigger pitch.
Yeah.
Taking you down to still get Josh out is like barely worth your breath.
Yeah. So, it's like you got to frame it as we both know Kevin is the mastermind here.
This. Yeah.
This is our chance.
Yeah. This is your winning move. Do you want to sit in final 2 and have a resume? Like,
you may never get another chance to get Kevin out.
Yes.
This is your shot, you know?
But, you know, to JC Lynn, she has some great qualities. She did well with comps, but like strategically seeing the big picture was never one of her strengths. So, you know, I didn't really expect it here.
Right. So we end this episode with the veto ceremony, and Helena does not use the power of veto. So it is Josh or JC Lynn going home this week.
Yes. The top of tonight's episode, we got a really sweet moment where Josh explains that Kiefer inspired him to play Big Brother. Yeah. His mom got excited about that season.
Representation matters.
Hello.
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
I love that moment.
Then we get Helena and Kevin, right?
Yes.
And Helena thinks that JC Lynn would take her to finals.
Yeah.
Why is she telling Kevin that?
Well, because they're deciding together, right? They do everything together. And she's like, I think I have a better shot keeping JC Lynn in the game. Well, Kevin thinks that Josh is better for his game.
Yeah.
And so at this point, they're like, which way should we go?
They're undecided. And there's going to be a lot of waffling going on.
So much waffling. And you guys, this is accurate. They change their mind every single day. Yeah. Every day we had a different, we're like, oh, they're voting this person out. Nope. Now they're voting this person out. This is very true.
Yeah. And Josh's plan here for, you know, however many days he has until the eviction is to build up JC Lynn's resume, right? Like his strategy is I need to make her seem like a bigger threat than I am. And that's the right path, you know?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Also, Josh should have just been like, I just saved your butts. Why would you consider any other option? Like, we're the 3, right?
Right.
That's really what should have happened.
Yeah.
But they're going to waffle here. So
they are going to waffle.
Betty and Josh have a great conversation where she says one of the most brilliant things I've ever heard. She says, you put my game in their hands a couple days ago, and now your game is in their hands. Do you have the same trust in them now that you did that night?
I miss that.
Oh my God. That's like the most insightful comment to just like calmly say.
Yeah.
Because wow, like, Betty, what do you say to that?
What do you say?
You're just like, okay.
Because I think Josh is questioning everything at this point.
He's like, I got no trust in them.
He is realizing that Kevin is a mastermind. I mean, again, like you said, like Josh already kind of knows this stuff to a certain extent, but he's like saying to Betty, like,
didn't realize.
Well, I want Kevin to think that I know nothing.
Yeah.
Like I can't go to him and let him know that I've realized all these things because my fate is in his hands, you know? So I'm glad that we've solved this, but let's keep it a secret for now.
Right. They do a happy 60 celebration. The door that counts down should count down to 0 sometime tomorrow. Oh. It's been counting down all season. And no one knows why or what's going to happen. And I don't know if like what's tomorrow's relevance.
They are desperate for this thing to like matter in some way or for something to happen. So they're like waiting for it to tick down to 60 on day 60 because they think like, hey, that's the time, right? And it's like the most Y2K thing that's ever happened where it's like, nope. That wasn't it.
Do you guys know Y2K?
Oh, Lord.
Youngins.
Oh,
Youngins.
God.
Bless.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it was a thing. Look it up. Hello, Betty and Josh. Okay, yeah, they figured it out. Is he even married? They say.
Oh, interesting.
No, he's not.
He's not.
Good call.
He's not.
Helena loves Kevin.
Oh, they love each other.
He's like a brother to her.
Yeah, she's going to wrap that string around his wrist and it all means something.
This actually was very telling to me because I thought she might take him to final 2.
I know.
I was really questioning, you know.
Which is so stupid.
How, she can't take him to final 2. She shouldn't. She should not.
Yeah.
And I really felt like in this moment, she was going to take him to final 2, if that's her, if she gets that choice.
Yeah.
All right. JC Lynn and Kevin.
He's like, listen, JC Lynn, you are a strategy beast. Like you are the mastermind. And she's like, wow, thank you. Thank you so much. And he's like, yeah, that's why I got to keep Josh. Let's be honest. And she's like, oh,
She's like, dang it.
Wait a minute. Let me actually rewind. No, like you should not keep Josh. You should keep me. And, you know, because if you keep Josh, he and Betty, they're coming after you.
Look, does she want to hear that she's going? No, but the way that he flattered her,
I know.
She bought it.
Yeah.
She took it in. Mm-hmm. She was like, I'm amazing.
She's
and
like,
I might
you're
win.
Right. Wow.
Right. She does a great pitch here. Josh is so well liked by the jury.
Yeah.
Josh is back with Betty.
Uh-huh.
Josh is not going to go after Betty again.
Right.
He cannot cross that bridge again.
Right.
You guys, you two, Kevin and Helena, you would be broken up. And I think that Kevin already knows that deep down, that that's a fear he has.
Yeah.
And hearing her say it is going to confuse him a little bit this week.
Yeah. He's like, wow, okay, you made some points. You really are good at the strategy stuff. So let me think about it. But this is just like, again, Kevin waffling back and forth all week long, right? Then we get family members in the phone room. And this was really sweet.
It was very sweet and very cute. I really enjoyed it. The fact that they were behind glass.
Yeah.
Is like a little bizarre, but I like it.
Yeah.
And they got to talk on the phone.
Mm-hmm. It's very like you're in prison.
You are in the prison of the house. You can't actually touch each other. And they only get 5 minutes, but it was very cute. JC Lynn's mom, she's like, I watch you every day. We love that you met a boy.
Yeah. She's like, look at these dark circles under my eyes. I don't sleep.
I'm going to get fired.
Yeah.
Really cute. Kevin's girl, Jillian. She's like, I bought a fake ring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, that whole segment was a little weird to me. It just felt like I don't know. Listen, whatever. I can't judge their relationship off of like a 45-second segment on this show, but it was very much like it felt very rushed, all of it. And she was like, oh, it's been so fun to watch you. And look, I got a fake ring. And when you get out, we're going to do this forever, right? We're forever. And oh, I love you so much. And you're doing great. And he's like, yeah, forever. And she's like, do not propose right now. I don't know. There just felt like there was no chemistry between the two of them.
I thought she gets his crazy. And I love that.
Yeah.
I think that she was like, I bought a ring because you're going to marry me, right? And he's like, of course, I miss you so much. But then she was like, but don't do it now. It's going to be big and special.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was like made so much sense.
And she's probably like, back off of Helena. You know, like, I don't know if she thinks anything's going on there, but it just felt like there was something between them. Like
she's like, you will come home. We will get married. You'll never leave me again. Yes. Do not propose this way. You have better ways to propose. Like she just had a laundry list
of things to get to.
But that's real life. Mm-hmm. Helena's mom. Oh my God. So cute. Helena and her mom together.
So, I mean, Helena's reaction was the best.
Yes.
I think by far. She was just so shocked to see her mother. And then her mother being like, I didn't think you could do it.
I know.
But here you are. She's like, well, thanks, Mom.
She's like, thanks, Mom. But honestly, it was a compliment. She didn't know you were so manipulative.
Yeah.
Betty's boyfriend, Ian, is the most supportive person I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And he's so chill, which is probably what Betty needs in life.
Yes.
I really loved him. He was like, focus, you got this. She's like, it's been hard. He's like, I know. And
I've
you've done it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's been hard for me too, but we're focused on you.
Yes. He was great. And then Josh, I was like, oh my God, they're saving Josh for last because he is going to
just a little crybaby. I loved it. Yeah.
He was like, oh, Mama.
Yeah. And she's like, you just like remember those teachings, baby. They're going to carry you through. And like, you got this. And I'm like, oh, love it.
So cute.
Yeah.
Then also, I really enjoyed this jury segment.
It was fun.
It was fun.
I mean, it's fun to see like, you know, Herman and Moose are like celebrating his 30th birthday, you know.
Was it his 30th?
Well, they had.
Was
it was a 3 and a 0. So,
I didn't even see that. Dang, that's a big one to do inside a jury house. I know.
And then it's like boom, boom, boom. 3 people. You know, these people didn't know it was a triple eviction. In fact, they started with Gino backstage, right? And he doesn't know there's a triple eviction.
Gino's backstage, like talking to, like doing a confessional, and then like Marty and Summer are like, "Hey, let's catch you." You know, they have to do the catch up thing. So Josh won HOH, and JC Lynn won Veto, and he's like, "Wait, what?" Then they do it all again when they get into the jury house, and Herman's response to. He did it with a gummy bear?
Yeah.
Was so good. So good.
Yeah.
It was great.
It's one of those things you really can't explain.
You know, they're all like realizing Kevin and Helena and Josh have been doing some things behind the scenes that none of them figured out.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then, when they get into the jury house and, explain all of that, it's just fun to see like all 5 of them together. Yeah. And it feels like a real jury house now with like 5 people. Right. So
you got 5 real quick. All right. JC Lynn's back with the ghosts, talking to Kevin and Helena here. Yeah. She's got more to say. Yeah. She doesn't want to work with Josh and Betty. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Now, would you leave someone's number 1 in the game? Would you? No, you didn't, because you took out my showman's Gino.
That's right.
So why would
She's
you do
like,
it now?
So I've got nobody. Josh and Betty have each other. I've got nobody. So this could be a final 3. Like, let's do it. Get out Josh this week. I'll help you get Betty out next week. And then it's just us 3. Let's do it. I'm ready.
And this was another time that us feedsters were like, okay, they're keeping JC Lynn. All right, vote flips. Here we go. But last night, this happened. This conversation that we see here where Josh is talking.
This was wild.
And Josh is like, Kevin's like, will you throw me the HOH?
What a crazy question to ask. And Josh is like, wow, you're just really going to come out and ask it like that, huh?
He's like, oh, really? Oh, well, okay.
And then Helena walks in, right? And Kevin's like, should we evict Josh? And Josh is like, what are you doing?
You guys are psycho.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing in front of me? Like, I am trying to stay in this game. Y'all shouldn't have been even considering getting rid of me since I just saved your butts.
Yeah.
Is really what's going on in his head.
Yeah.
But he's going to be like, fine.
He's playing nice.
You want me to throw you the HOH?
Yeah, sure. Okay. I'm in. I'm doing it. And Kevin's like, bah, ha, ha, ha. He like literally does an evil laugh. He is like drunk with power. This is not a good move to like talk so flippantly in front of Josh about like potentially evicting him, especially when you're not decided yet. You're still considering keeping him.
Like, I don't fully understand what Kevin and Helena did this week.
Yeah. They got a little comfy, I think.
Yes. Like, did they they've had it so easy. They have had very little resistance.
Yeah.
They've had control most of this season. And I feel like they maybe took their feet off the gas pedal this week slightly with just assuming that it always works out for them.
Yeah. And especially considering that this conversation that they are having is with the person that they will potentially be competing against for HOH next week, right?
Well, he says he's going to throw it. That's the point.
So yeah, make a deal with someone and then treat them like this in the same conversation and see how likely they are to keep that deal, right? Of throwing the HOH. Like, it's just not.
Look, I give Kevin so much credit. He has been incredible this whole season. But I don't understand what he did this week. I don't care if you're voting out Josh or not. Because honestly, voting either one of them out, there's pros and cons to both. I get it. It's a tough decision. Yeah. I honestly don't think there was one better way to go. But you should never have let Josh know that you were waffling. Remember Nicole and Cliff? And they got Holly to promise to throw that HOH, which she did stupidly.
Yeah.
She throws it. Whoever wins it, was it Cliff or Nicole? I don't know. Nicole probably. And then they openly waffled about keeping Holly. Yeah. And that was the mistake. You don't let people know.
Right.
Josh saved you guys during that triple. You should have been like, we love you.
Yeah.
Undying loyalty to you all week. And then if you were going to vote him out, maybe tell him
maybe give him a heads up.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But he should never have known you waffled, because now it doesn't matter if he throws that HOH to you or not. He's got very little reason to be loyal to you. Why?
Yeah.
Why? I just don't understand.
I don't either.
I just feel like, I don't know. I think that Kevin was always going to keep Josh. So why would he act like this? I think he was already thinking, I'm going to keep Josh, so I'm just going to get Josh to make this promise to me because I already want to keep him.
Okay. I mean, I get that. Like, I just don't know why he would keep Josh, really. It doesn't seem like, to me, it feels like I like JC Lynn's pitch here.
Yeah.
Don't keep Josh and Betty together. They're together. Yep. I will come work with you and get I really do like JC Lynn's pitch for like the reason to keep her.
Right.
And I don't feel like Kevin should have needed JC Lynn to say it to know that.
No.
So I just sort of expected Kevin to be smart enough to want to get Josh out here. But,
and if he had gotten Josh out, that makes sense. But also the flip side is JC Lynn is very good at comps. She could win out. She's got a showmance in the jury, and he can get people to vote for her. People like Moose and Herman value comp wins.
Yeah.
JC Lynn already has more than Kevin.
Yeah.
So I can see both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. But if you keep Josh and he thought you were going to keep him all week, he has less reason to flip over to Betty and be that scary thing that, JC Lynn is pitching.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get to it because they are going to unanimously vote to evict JC Lynn here. Yeah. And Josh is like, no, I'm not throwing the HOH.
Of course not.
Why would he? Don't be dumb.
Do not.
Don't.
Oh my God.
JC Lynn proves to me she still doesn't understand what's going on because she's so impressed with the duo of Josh and Betty.
Okay.
What? They just both nominated each other. Like, what are you even talking about, JC Lynn? Okay, she's going to jury with that information.
Yeah.
Except Kevin's goodbye message.
Well, what did Kevin say? Because I was focused on Helena's disaster of a goodbye message to JC Lynn.
Before Helena threw her game away completely, Kevin did exactly what he should do. He says, hey, Helena and I have been together since the very beginning as a final two.
Mm-hmm.
We brought Josh in when the house was on two sides. Josh came in and we were a three to protect each other.
Right.
He explains it well and then throws in a compliment of like, I could never win next to you. You gotta go. And then Helena's like, you're on the outside. I'm in the
Exactly. You thought you were smarter than me, but look where you are and look where I am.
Yes, Helena. Yes, you are correct. Except don't say that if you want to win the game.
Again, like, don't let the personal stuff get in the way. Remember what Kevin Martin told you. Focus on the game. You have a chance to win this. And a huge part of that is jury management. And this speech is horrible jury management, or this goodbye message.
Now, to be fair, JC Lynn told Helena, I don't respect your game.
She did. She really went off on her.
She went off on her during the week and was like, you're wishy-washy. You don't make decisions for yourself. I don't respect your game. So maybe Helena was like, I ain't getting her vote no matter what.
Yeah.
Let me just go in.
And she was so nasty to Helena during the triple eviction too, Remember when they showed us like the flashbacks?
I was so mad at Helena.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They have an interesting relationship because Helena tried to be friends with her, right? She faked being nice to JC Lynn and friendly, but I'm like, why'd you do all that work to then just like burn the bridge?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, still impressed with Kevin's jury management so far.
Uh-huh.
And let's see. What's the info Arissa gave us? There's going to be a special eviction on Wednesday. Is that what she said? That going down to final three on Wednesday.
Thursday's the finale.
Thursday is going to be a 2-hour finale, she announced. So we will have our final three for that. I think the favorite player vote is open. She gave us a bunch of stuff. Okay, great. Mm-hmm. That's what happened. You get it.
That's the plan.
That's the stuff that's happening. I don't believe we have an HOH yet. Let me double check here.
Let's see if anybody
has. Don't believe the feeds. But obviously we know Betty can't play. Right?
I would love to see Josh win it and put up the ghosts.
Oh my God. How incredible would that be? Look, Kevin and Helena, I want Kevin to win, honestly.
Sure.
He's the most deserved winner of the season.
Yeah, he's the best player.
I kind of would love for Josh to put them up because that's just, I don't know. That's just juicy.
Josh puts them up, right?
Yeah.
And then Josh wins veto, whatever. Let's say our final nominees are Kevin and Helena for the week. And Betty has the power to make the decision. Do you think that Kevin would find a way to get Betty to vote out Helena? Because at this point, Betty knows that Kevin is the mastermind. She and Josh talked about it.
Right.
But I bet Kevin would figure out a way.
Yeah.
To get Helena out.
I think so. I mean, Kevin just has the skills to pay the bills, right? So if Kevin and Helena are on the block together at the end of whatever this is, he has to do all the right schmoozing.
Yeah.
And I think that he, whether Josh or Betty are making that decision. Now, obviously, if Helena wins the veto and she's in control, maybe she can get Betty out and save both of them. And I don't think Kevin has very high odds of winning a comp, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Which he should. He should be. This is when you need to win.
I know.
But this is when you should win.
I don't think those are his skills.
Yeah. Adrian, do we have a HOH yet? I was just looking online and didn't see anything. But yes, who are we voting for favorite player? I don't know. I had
Marty.
So many. Stop it. Get out of here. David, you're fired.
Do you think like Herman or something?
I think Summer, Herman.
Summer lost her vote from me with the way she went out.
Oh, but she was one of your faves for a while.
I loved her.
Yeah.
But she went crazy when she got put on the block. It was like, relax. And then I also just didn't like the whole like, this is not the last time you see me on TV. Like that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. It's
true. She should be on all TV.
I know she should, but I was just like, I don't want to hear that.
I enjoyed Herman. I enjoyed Summer. Betty grew on me. I don't know.
Betty for Canada's favorite player. You heard it here first.
Honestly,
she's good TV, but like she's not my favorite player.
I also adore Josh. I don't know. I'm so torn.
I've been liking Helena lately too.
Oh, well, Helena was always one of my faves.
Yeah.
Her rat game. She's not going to win though. So like, what's the point in voting her?
Her rat game.
Her rat game was,
oh my God.
I loved it. And so many people hated it. So
she's not it.
She's not going to get it.
Okay.
I mean, you can vote that way if you would like.
Sure.
Everyone vote the way you want.
Yeah.
But she's not getting it.
Ooh, Jess.
Okay. Jess is interesting vote. David is all over the map, you guys. I don't know that your fave is going to win, whoever that ends up being, whoever you land on.
It's weird. I feel like I don't have someone that I'm like really, I mean, Josh, because swoon, but
right,
there's swoon. No one that like really grabbed me personality wise this season where I was like, this is my favorite person. Like I want to be friends with this person.
I know, right?
It's been a really entertaining season. But I haven't like fallen in love with anybody. Personality. So true.
Wise. Like I fell in love with Kevin's game. I don't know. Yeah, this is a tough season. I've liked most of this cast for whatever random reasons, I'm not voting Marty. That's all I'm gonna do. And honestly, I'm not voting Gino either.
Oh.
And I'm not voting Moose. Oh. So I have more people I'm not gonna vote for.
Okay. All right. We'll see who you do end up voting
for. Boy. Well, you guys just tell us who you're voting
for
because we obviously can't make a decision.
That's right.
I don't know. All right. Well, that is it. So next week, Monday, I will be here with Chantel to talk about whoever this HOH is and what the heck is happening in this week.
Yes.
But the next week of this time, we'll be back for the finale. And we will have a winner.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Very exciting.
And
it's
then
been a good season.
Wednesday, we will be back for Survivor.
Oh, yeah.
And don't forget, join us over on Patreon.
For Survivor Pagayon!
Rewatch or first watch, whatever it is for you.
Yeah.
Come join us over there. That is going to be a lots of fun.
Yes.
And yes, Ellen, I will be watching Big Brother Australia whenever the heck. When is that premiering? Hopefully I can do watch parties over on Twitch for Big Brother Australia because it's a good show over there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Australians do good TV. I know that.
Great. Whatever I just said. I don't know what I said, but it says great. All right, everyone in the chat, thank you so much for joining us live. We really appreciate it.
Yes, and if you are joining us later, leave us a comment and let us know what you think about JC Lynn's eviction and this final four. Who do you think is gonna make it?
2 duos, y'all. This is a great.
It's good. It's
way
good.
to do
it's
a
good.
final four.
2 men, 2 women, lots of diversity, 2 duos. We love to see it.
We love
Betty
it.
can't play HOH, but who's going to win that HOH at final 4? And where do we go from there? Who's your winner pick?
Yes, loving all of that. All right, we'll see you next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.